Hi there. Well, I guess you're all bored at the moment, looking for something to do and watch, and here we are, looking forward to what is the first of several live streams of Speedway meetings from the past. We're going to get underway in this very special series with a meeting from April last year. It was Wolverhampton against Swindon at Monmore Green, and just to remind you of how the two sides lined up here, for Wolverhampton, Sam Masters, Kyle Howarth, Scott Nichols, rider replacement for Nick Morris, who missed the start of the season, of course, with that wrist injury, Rory Schlein, Ashley Morris and Luke Becker. For the Swindon Robins, it's Jason Doyle leading the way at number 1, the 2017 world champion. Adam Ellis at 2, Tobias Musielak is a former Wolverhampton rider, so knows the track well, he's at 3. David Lampart, who started the season with the Robins, forgotten now by many, of course, but he rode at number 4 in the meeting. Troy Batchelor, Zach Weiknecht, another rider who didn't see the season out, and James Shanes at number 7. So you can see there the Swindon side that finished the season and won the league title, very different to the one that started. So I hope you enjoy the action. I wish you all the very best. Stay home, stay safe, and let's hope we get through all this soon. To help us through it, let's watch some Speedway.
So riders on track here at Monmore for the first Premiership fixture of the season. Wolves taking on the Swindon Robins, a repeat of the 2017 Grand Final, and looking forward to 15 heats of good action here at a blustery Monmore Green this evening. Wolves have won the toss. They take gates 1 and 3 for heat number 1, and it will see Kyle Howarth going in the blue helmet colour, gate number 1. Gate 2 in yellow for the Robins, it's Adam Ellis. In the red helmet colour, gate number 3, it will be Sam Masters, and off the outside in the white helmet colour, returning to the Robins this year, Jason Doyle. Referee up in the box is Dave Waters. So about to get underway here at Monmore. They settle down, heat 1, all movement there on the inside, and Kyle Howarth has jumped and gone through the tapes. The blue lights on from Dave Waters, and not the start that Kyle Howarth wanted. As we'll show you that once again. And you can see away from the line, 3 lights on, and Kyle Howarth going through the tapes, and we await the word from team manager Peter Adams.
We don't know. Upper bar, restaurant bar. We don't know.
So Kyle Howarth, the guilty man, and word from Peter Adams is that Kyle will take the 15-metre handicap. So he'll have to start behind the riders, so an early advantage for the Robins. So the slightly adjusted lineup, it will see, well, I was going to say what it was going to be, but the red light's on because there's obviously some confusion. Sam Masters is lining up in gate 3. He can't start there. He will move across to gate number 1, because back in the day Kyle Howarth would have had to have started 15 minutes back gate 4, but the Robins hold their position then, and it's the Wolves boys that swap around. So the revised lineup will take you through them from the inside. In the red helmet colour, gate 1, Sam Masters. Gate 2 in yellow, it will be Adam Ellis. Gate 3, 15 metres back, will be Kyle Howarth, and off the outside in the white helmet colour, Jason Doyle. So hopefully we can get away cleanly this time. Slight movement from Masters off gate number 1, punishes himself, and it's the Robins boys to get to the first corner. Ellis with a swift start, Doyle looking around to see where Masters is, but Robins 1 and 2. Fast start from Adam Ellis, he locks up there though on the park corner. Doyle looking behind all the time, trying to block the run from Sam Masters, and Doyle trying to turn himself inside out. Masters on the charge with a bit more pace than Doyle it would seem, but Robins out front looking good. Ellis, no mistakes after a first lap error. And Ellis out front from Jason Doyle. Masters charging hard in third. Plenty of work to do, and it looks as if the Robins, the first track action of 2019, on their way to start with a maximum. Looking good here for the visitors. Slight mistake there from Doyle, but Masters not close enough to pounce. Into the park corner they go. Adam Ellis, fast start, a good victory. And Doyle packs the places, brings home the 5-1. And disappointment for Sam Masters, who punished himself away from the line. He took a momentary jump, but that was enough to allow the Robins to get away. And they take a maximum score out of heat 1. So Adam Ellis with the win, Jason Doyle for second, Sam Masters for third, a 5-1 to the visitors in heat number 1. On we go to heat number 2, the reserves race. They're just fixing the starting tapes down there as the 4 riders arrive for heat number 2. Wolves looking to bounce straight back after conceding a 5-1 in the opener. So from the inside, in the white helmet colour for the Robins, gate number 1, it will be Zach Weisschnecht. Gate 2 in red for the Wolves is Ashley Morris. James Shanes goes in yellow, gate number 3, and off the outside in blue, it will be Luke Becker. Luke Becker might have only scored 4 points at Peterborough last Thursday evening, but certainly on the pace throughout the night, as the Wolves unfortunately went down by a couple of points in a last heat decider. Rory Schlein just missing out on the run into the flag by Rohan Tungate, who took the win and gave the victory to the Panthers. So they come to order 4, heat number 2. Takes fly where they go. Fast start off Ashley Morris, gate number 2, and Luke Becker's made a good one as well. And it's Wolves 1 and 2. Lovely first and second corner from Luke Becker, taking it up. It's Ash Morris in second, Weisschnecht in third as James Shane spins around at the back. He'll remount his machine to allow the race to continue. So Luke Becker, the young American, looking good, pulling away from his much more experienced team partner Ash Morris. Weisschnecht trying hard in third spot. The Wolves straight away, getting back here in heat 2. So Luke Becker, what a talent this young man looks. Very accomplished, very smooth and stylish, and with a lap to go, on his way to his first victory here at Monmouth. Ash Morris, slight mistake from him, but able to repel the challenge from Weisschnecht. The final corner they come. Becker and Morris combine in heat number 2. Fine stuff from Luke Becker, he wins it. Ashley Morris home for second, Zach Weisschnecht for third, and James Shanes, all credit to him for remounting his machine. Handshake between Becker and Morris, fine stuff from them. And they're both going to come around a lap of honour here. So Luke Becker could be an absolute trump card down the reserve berth for the Paris International Wolves, and if he wins races like that, he won't be down in the reserve berth for long. Good stuff from Luke. He wins heat number 2. Ash Morris home for second, Zach Weisschnecht for third, a 5-1 this time to the Wolves. And after 2 races here, it's 6 points apiece. Slight delay ahead of heat number 3. They needed to sort out a problem with the starting tapes, but that's now been rectified, and hopefully no further issues with it. Rider replacement in operation for Nick Morris, the Wolves' new signing, unable to take his place tonight to line up against his former team. So the lineup for heat number 3, Kyle Howard taking the rider replacement in blue, gate number 1. Tobias Michalek goes in the white helmet colour, gate 2. Scott Nichols, gate 3. And David Lampart off the outside in yellow. Away they go. Fast start for the Robins pair. The 2 poles quickly away from the line. It's Michalek away. Here comes Lampart on the outside of Howard. Nichols throwing himself at the back. Here comes Howard, storming his way down the inside of Lampart. Forces the pole wide. And does that allow a way through for Scott Nichols? Tight for second, third and fourth. And while this is all going on, Michalek from Wolves rider, of course, away and gone out front. So Michalek looking good. Slight lock up there on the park corner, but Carl Howard does likewise, and race settling down now. So the Swindon man on his way, looking good, a fast start from him. And we saw Michalek score well last year for the Robins here at Monmouth, and with a lap to go, on his way to 3 points in his first ride of the season for the Robins. Carl Howard has strung a ride this time around, but he's not going to get to Michalek. Scott Nichols comfortably in third with Lampart after being bundled side on lap 1 at the back. It's going to be a share race situation. Michalek wins it. Howard home for second, Scott Nichols for third, and Lampart finishes at the back. So it was looking good in the early stages for the Robins, but then a problem for David Lampart as Carl Howard came storming underneath him, forced him aside, and that allowed Scott Nichols a way through on his inside as well. But no problems out front for this man, Tobias Michalek. And Tobias, celebratory wheelie down the home straight. Fine stuff from the Robins man there. So Tobias Michalek with the victory. Second man home, Carl Howarth, and third that went to Scott Nichols, a shared race, and after 3 heats here, it's now 9 points apiece. All square then after 3 races here at Monmore. We are on to heat number 4. The lineup C's going in the blue helmet colour. Gate number 1, impressive winner of his first outing, that is Luke Becker. Gate 2 in yellow, Fall, first time out, James Shanes. In gate 3 it will be Rory Schlein, the captain of the Paris International Wolves, and off the outside in the white helmet colour it is Troy Batchelor. So Batchelor back with the Robins in 2019. And I'm sure hoping for a good season. Perhaps doesn't rate Monmore as one of his favourite circuits, but a polished performer at this level in the UK. Been around for quite a few years now as Troy Batchelor, probably 13 and 14 years or so. So he'll be hopeful of a good night tonight. Pace fly away they go. Good start from Rory Shine. Batchelor's made a reasonable one from the outside, and Batchelor, the Robins man, gets around the outside of the Wolves duo. So Swindon with their gating gloves on. Fast start for Batchelor. Schlein throws it into the top corner, perhaps goes a little too wide there. Becker in third. Shanes, he's at the back. So another shared race situation as they head down the back straight for the second time. And Troy Batchelor starting off brightly here. Schlein trying hard. In the meantime, a battle developing as Becker under pressure from James Shanes. And James Shanes, the Robins reserve, trying to hunt down Wolverhampton's young American. Into the park corner they go. Here comes Shanes, throwing it round the outside of Becker. Becker struggling for pace, it would seem. Blocks the run of Shanes there. Down the back straight they go for the final time. Shanes trying his level best to get to Luke Becker. But I think the Wolves' real man will hang on to third spot. He does indeed. Batchelor takes the win. Schlein home for second. Third spot went to Luke Becker. And that was good stuff there from Troy Batchelor, a fast start, and he didn't look back from there. And Luke Becker losing some pace on the third and fourth lap, but managed to hold on to third, and it's once again a shared race. So Batchelor heads back to the pits victorious. Schlein home for second. Third went to Luke Becker, a shared race, and after 4 heats here, it's 12 points apiece. Track grey concluded, and we are on to heat number 5, and this pairing for the Robins secured a 5-1 in their first outing this evening. Adam Ellis, a fast start in heat number 1, and he'll be looking to do the same here in heat 5 from gate 1. Gate 2 next to him will be Scott Nichols. Gate 3 in white for the Robins, it will be Jason Doyle, and off the outside taking the rider replacement ride for the Wolves it is Luke Becker. So all square after 4 races, some competitive action so far. And the Wolves will be hopeful that Scott Nichols can make a better start this time around. It was in fine form for them at Peterborough last Thursday. Missed the trip up to Edinburgh for the season opening challenge at Armadale. Wolves calling upon Nathan Greaves that night to fill in for Scott, as they were victorious over the Monarchs, as you perhaps might expect. So just taking the time here ahead of the start heat number 5. Starting Marshall is happy. He walks away. Oh, now Doyle's touched the toes. Doyle tempted in there, and the white light on from Dave Waters, and the former world champion won't be happy about that. We'll look at that once more, and you can see as the green light was on from Dave Waters, Jason Doyle over eager there, and he is disqualified. And Doyle will await the word from team boss Alan Rossiter, but we'll see whether he'll go off 15 metres in the restart. So as they reset the tapes for the restart of heat number 5, Jason Doyle having to move back 15 metres. He'll keep his gate 3 position. So plenty of work for Doyle to do from that far back. As we saw in heat 1, Carl Howarth was unable to reclaim the ground. So Doyle will be hoping his team partner, the fast starting Adam Ellis, will do the work here from the inside. Still working on the tapes. They look about just 3 set now. And we'll therefore take you through the revised lineup. It's Adam Ellis in the yellow helmet colour, gate number 1. Scott Nichols will line up in gate number 2. Jason Doyle will be 15 metres back, gate 3. And off the outside in blue will be Luke Becker. They settle down then for heat number 5. Takes fly where they go. Ellis with another good start. But Scott Nichols uses all of his experience to get to the first corner. Here comes Luke Becker trying to come to the outside of Adam Ellis. And the Wolves fans cheer him on into the top corner. Becker with a strong ride around the outside. Ellis though with the advantage of being inside him. And he's trying to take the young American wide. Doyle locking up there on the second corner as he tries to make up the 15-metre handicap. So it's Nichols, experienced man out front. We'll concentrate on Luke Becker. Can he keep the full world champion behind? Doyle has got Becker in his sights. Throws it into the top corner. He'll keep it down low. Becker will swing wide. And Doyle in 2 minds what to do here. Tight for second, third and fourth. Doyle now trying with an outside blast on Luke Becker. The Wolves fans cheer him on. Down the back straight they go. Can the American bring this home? Doyle into the top corner. Becker runs it wide. Ellis has gone terribly wide. He's a run to the flag. Doyle's got through. As Ellis made a hash of the final corner. Dramatic end to heat number 5. I think Doyle has got through into the second spot. But thanks in no small part to his team partner making a bad mistake on the final corner. Well, not in doubt, Scott Nichols took the win. And we'll await the word from Dave Waters because that was very close indeed in the final knockings of heat number 5. Well, really dramatic heat number 5 with Scott Nichols taking a good win there. It was all about second, third and fourth, and on the final corner Adam Ellis with a horrific mistake. Jason Doyle indeed did get through to second spot, and Luke Becker holding on to third. So the Paris International Wolves take a 4-2 heat advantage, and the score moves on. It's 16 to the Paris International Wolves and 14 to the Swindon Robins.
16-14 takes on to heat 6.
Well, dramatic happenings in heat number 5. We move on to heat 6. The liner for which he's going in the red helmet colour, gate number 1, Sam Masters. Gate 2 in white for the Robins. Here is Troy Batchelor. Gate 3 in blue will be Kyle Howarth, and off the outside in yellow it's Zach Weishnecht. So Sam Masters was 5-1 in his first ride of the night. He'll be hopeful that he can make a better start from the same gate 1 position. Sonny Marshall trying to encourage them to come to order. Temperature dropping here on a very brisk April evening. The first Premierships meeting of the 2019 campaign anywhere up and down the land. Both Peterborough and Kings Lynn in action tonight. Takes fly where they go. Fast start from Troy Batchelor off gate number 2, gets to the first corner. His fellow Australian Sam Masters will keep it down low. Howarth has slotted into third around the outside of his team partner now, and Howarth giving it large around the outside on the first lap, makes a mistake. Perhaps has got to settle back down here because Weishnecht's not too far away. Batchelor with another swift start, pulling away from Sam Masters, and it might be the first meeting of the campaign for the Robins, but they've certainly got their gating gloves on. Zach Weishnecht at the rear of the field for Swindon, trying to hunt down Kyle Howarth. But Howarth, I think, has got too much in the locker for him as they head into the park corner. Just over a lap remaining. Troy Batchelor in fine fettle here this evening. Sam Masters has no answer, and they're pretty well spread in this one. It's going to be another shared race, heat number 6. The Wolves' 2-point advantage will be maintained. The final corner of the cup, 2 out of 2 for Batchelor. He wins it. Second man home was Sam Masters. Third went to Kyle Howarth. And a shared race situation. No lap of honour for Batchelor, and he's heading back to the pits quickly. So good stuff from Batchelor. 2 out of 2 for him. Sam Masters home for second, and third went to Kyle Howarth. A shared race, and after 6 heats here, it's now 19 to the Paris International Wolves and 17 to the Swindon Robins.
Time 55.32. 55.32.
Riders at the tapes for heat number 7. Close contest here at Monmouth this evening, and we expected it would be so. From the inside, it sees in white, winner first time out, Tobias Michalek. Gate 2 in red for the Wolves, it's the captain Rory Schlein. Gate 3 in yellow will be David Lampard, and off the outside in the blue helmet colour, Ash Morris. So we've seen plenty so far tonight to suggest that Swindon will be competitive this season, being tipped by many for at least a playoff berth, and they'll be hopeful on Thursday night to get their season underway at the Abbey, a reshaped surface circuit that has been worked on this winter. Have dramatically changed the shape and length of the race circuit at Swindon. So looking forward to our visit down there later in the year. So settling down for heat number 7. Oh, now Lampard has been tempted into the tapes. And the third false start tonight, and Lambert looks across. The yellow light is on from him, and well, unhappy about things, but he certainly broke the tapes there, as we'll look at it again. And you can see, no doubt about it, David Lampard responsible for the tape breakage. I'll have to go again for a rerun of heat number 7.
I've noticed there's loads of kids down here with earmuffs on for some reason. Is it because I'm too loud?
Restart then of heat number 7. David Lampard disqualified, and team manager Alan Rossiter electing to put in James Shays in this one. So the amended lineup for heat number 7: Tobias Michalek in white, gate number 1. Gate 2 in red, Rory Schlein. Gate 3 in yellow, James Shays. And off the outside in the blue helmet colour, Ash Morris. So hopefully they can get away cleanly this time. No further issues. We've had 3 false starts already tonight. Dave Waters in control in the box, and the starting crew down on the line will be hopeful no further issues, because they'll soon be running out of starting tapes. Being held away they go. Rory Schlein with a nice start, gets to the first corner. Schlein away. Here comes Ash Morris on the outside of James Shays, close between those two. Schlein with a lovely start, got ahead of Tobias Michalek into the first corner. And Ash Morris and James Shays having a fine battle at the back. Shays trying to power his way on the outside of Ash Morris, does like to throw it out in the dirt to James Shays, but unable to find a way past Morris at this stage. Balls in another heat advantage situation, another 4-2 with Schlein out front. Ash Morris being made to work very hard indeed for the crucial third place point from James Shays. Shays keeping him down low. I think it'll come through on the inside here of Ash Morris, and James Shays with a lovely inside pass, and we look to Ash Morris to respond. These two trading places on every corner, and Ash Morris, the Wolfsman, back through. James Shays committed to the outside. Can he get his wheels in line down the back straight? He's got more pace than Morris, just whether he can put the bike in the right place. Here they come into the top corner. Ash Morris knows where he is, and he'll block the run of James Shays there. Fine stuff from the Wolfsman. Good action in heat number 7. Rory Schlein out front, good stuff from the skipper. Tobias Michalek, he comes home for second, but a final race between Ash Morris and James Shays for third and fourth there. Those two are heading back to the pits as Schlein and Michalek coming around on a lap of honour. And Rory Schlein, after being defeated at the hands of Troy Batcher in his first outing, that's a nice start in that one, and he takes a good win and the 3 points in heat number 7. So Schlein with a win from second man home, Tobias Michalek. Third spot Ash Morris, a 4-2, and the score therefore after 7 races, 23 to the Paris International Wolves and 19 to the Swindon Robins.
And 30 blue got the point, Ashley Morris. 4 points to the Wolves, 2 to the Robins. 7 heats gone in this Premiership match.
Riders at the tapes for heat number 8. The lineup from the inside sees going in the yellow helmet colour, it will be James Shays. Next to him in blue for the Wolves is Luke Becker. Gate 3 in white, it will be Adam Ellis, and off the outside in red, Kyle Howarth. So they settle down then for heat number 8. Marshall walks away. Friday takes away they go. Good start from Luke Becker off gate number 2. A good one also from Adam Ellis. And it is Ellis out front. He'll be hopeful not to make the same mistake as he made in Heat 5. Runs wide there on the top corner. And Luke Becker's found his way through on his inside. Meantime, James Shea storming his way down on the inside of Carl Howarth. And it's close competitive action in Heat 8. Howarth somehow finding himself at the back. And throw it into the top corner. Another strong ride from James Shea. Here comes Howarth around the outside of him. And now Howarth's got Ellis in his sights. Hodge competitive stuff here in Heat 8. It's Luke Becker out front looking good. Howarth having to work overtime. He once again drops to the back as Shays comes through. Kyle Howarth having a rough old ride here in Heat 8 as Shays locks up. Howarth, can he get around the outside of him? Absolutely nothing between them. Brilliant action, Heat number 8. Kyle Howarth still committed to the outside, trying to get his wheels in line. Shays will block each run. Howarth all the way around the outside of him into the park corner, runs wide. Shays will push it up against the fence, and Shays will bring home the 3rd spot. Well, what fabulous action there in Heat number 8. Luke Becker missed it all out front. Has Shays and Howarth going hammer and tongs for 3 laps or so. And Kyle Howarth won't believe that, finishing at the back. But James Shays, all credit to his efforts there. A brilliant performance from him. Some brilliant action there in Heat number 8. The win goes to Luke Becker. Second man home was Adam Ellis, and third, that was James Shanes. A shared race, and the score moves on after 8 races here. 26 to the Paris International Wolves and 22 to the Swindon Robins.
White was Adam Ellis, and third in yellow, James Shanes. Points divided 3 apiece. Scores now after 8 heats in this Premiership match.
On we go to Heat number 9, some brilliant action in Heat number 8, hoping for more of the same here. The man that's won his first 2 rides of the night, Troy Batchelor, lines up in the white army colour, gate number 1. Gate 2 in blue, taking the rider replacement for the Wolves, it's Rory Schlein. Gate 3 in yellow, it will be Zach Weisstecht, and off the outside in the red army colour, Scott Nichols. So Scott Nichols impressively won Heat number 5. What can he do here from the outside? Batchelor's been making some lightning starts, so I'm sure he'll want a hat-trick of victories. Just 4 points between the sides, Wolves holding the advantage. They'll be desperate to start off their Premiership campaign with a victory here at home. Lots of talk about making Montmagreen a fortress, but they knew it wouldn't be easy against the rampant Robins. Swindon always competitive, and looking to be the same once again this year. Settling now, Heat number 9. Takes fly away they go. Lovely start from gate number 2 for Rory Schlein, clear into the first corner. Batchelor into second, Nichols sliding his way through on the inside of Zach Weisstecht. And it is Wolves 1 and 3 with the captain out front. Scott Nichols will chase hard on Troy Batchelor. Schlein just got everything right away from the line. His fellow Australian Batchelor chasing after him. Into the park corner they go. Schlein's just got enough here. Batchelor's going to have to work hard to get to him. Oh, Batchelor, slight mistake there into the first and second corner. However, Nichols not close enough to challenge. This 4-2 here would put the Wolves up by 6, and we're into tactical substitute territory. Nichols, however, trying to turn the 4-2 into a 5-1. He's got Batchelor in his sights, but I think the Swindon man's just got enough to bring it home. Schlein takes the win, Batchelor for second, third goes to Scott Nichols. The Wolves do take another heat advantage, and they eke their lead up to 6 points after 9 races. So good stuff from Rory Schlein. With a lovely start there. And Schlein, well, 2 wins so far tonight, an 8-point score, and leading from the front is the Wolves captain. Wolves fans enjoyed that. Schlein with a win, second man home Troy Batchelor, and third went to Scott Nichols. A 4-2, and after 9 races here, the score moves on. It's 30 to the Paris International Wolves, 24 to the Swindon Robins.
Quick announcement from Richard Stokes.
heat number 10 at the line, and the last man to arrive will be Kyle Howarth, who no doubt will be fired up after finishing at the back in his last outing. The full lineup sees David Lampart going in the yellow helmet colour, gate number 1. Gate 2 in blue, Kyle Howarth. Gate 3 in white will be Tobias Michalek, and off the outside in the red helmet colour, Sam Masters. So Lampart having touched the tapes last time out. Robbins perhaps might have looked to replace him here as a tactical substitute, but can't do so because he was replaced in heat number 7, and they, of course, the pole needs to take 3 outings. So that tactical option not available to Alan Rossiter. If the Wolves at least get 3 points out of this, perhaps we'll see it in the next. They settle down there for heat number 10. Being held by Dave Waters, away they go. Heading to the first corner, it's the 2 Robins that get there. It's Lampart and Michalek away. Here comes Howard through on the inside of Lampart, tight there. And Sam Masters finding himself at the back. It's Michalek out front, Lampart getting the rough end of things, and the Wolves boys coming through on his inside. So Howarth slots into second, Masters into third. It's a shared race situation with Michalek once again a fast start. He's out front and looking good. Howarth will chase him hard. And in this biting wind, track conditions drying out, the track been well watered during the day, but very slick indeed now. Into the park corner they go. Just over a lap remaining. Michalek on his way to 8 points out of 9. 2 Wolves boys fighting amongst themselves. Sam Masters seemingly down on power tonight. Down the back straight they go then for the final time. Tobias Michalek said pre-meeting it's a tricky track, but he's proving that it doesn't hold him back. Good win from him there in heat number 10. Second man home was Kyle Howarth. Third spot, Sam Masters. Michalek, well, former Wolf. He's dialed in here at Monmore tonight, looking good. But with his team partner, fellow pole, David Lampart at the back. It's a shared race situation, and Wolves' 6-point advantage is maintained. So, Michalek with a win. Second man home was Kyle Howarth. Third went to Sam Masters, a shared race. And after 10 heats here at Monmore, the score moves on 33 to the Paris International Wolves and 27 to the Swindon Robins.
And third red Sam Masters. Points divided on 8-3 each. The score now 10 races.
On we go to heat number 11, riders as per programme. From the inside in the red helmet colour, gate number 1 for the Wolves, it's Captain Rory Schlein. Next to him in white for the Robins is Jason Doyle. Gate 3 in the blue helmet colour, Ash Morris, and off the outside in the yellow helmet colour it is Adam Ellis. Bitterly cold night here at Monmore now. They've dispensed with the interval tonight. We're going to go straight through. That's probably the wisest decision. So Wolves leading by 6, but certainly can't be complacent because Swindon have showed tonight that they can certainly track well. Michalek with 2 wins. Doyle will be hoping that he can sit still this time after breaking the tapes in his last ride. They settle down there, heat number 11. Takes fly where they go. Schlein with a lovely start away from the line from the inside. Tied on the first corner between Ellis and Doyle. Ashley Morris gets the rough end of things as well. It's Schlein away. It's Doyle in second, chasing hard. Adam Ellis in third, and Ashley Morris trying to recover after being bundled aside on the first corner. Rory Schlein's been making some lovely starts tonight. And Jason Doyle, his fellow Australian, has no answer. To the park corner they go. Doyle at a million miles an hour. It's much too wide there. Looks across to his team partner, and if it stays this way, you can bet your bottom dollar we will see a tactical substitute in the next race. The top corner they go. Schlein just checks back to see where Doyle and Ellis are. Schlein's got a comfortable advantage on his way to his 3rd victory of the evening. So around the top corner they come. Brilliant stuff from Rory Schlein, he wins it. Jason Doyle home for second. Third spot goes to Adam Ellis, although it was close between those two over the line. And Ashley Morris gets nothing there. Unfortunately for him, got bundled aside on the first corner and was unable to get back into contention. So Rory Schlein coming around on a lap of honour. And a very healthy crowd in at one more tonight, enjoying their speedway, and delighted to see how well Rory Schlein, the captain, is going. So Schlein with the win from Jason Doyle. Third spot went to Adam Ellis, a shared race, and progressively the score moves on. It's 36 to the Paris International Walls, 30 to the Swindon Robins.
Second in white was Jason Doyle, and then the yellow Adam Ellis. Once again, 3 apiece.
Extra time having been allowed ahead of heat number 12. We have a tactical substitute out here, Jason Doyle replacing Zach Weichnick, but by my eyes Doyle is in the white helmet in gate number 2, and if somebody spots that, that will be an absolute monster mistake from the Robins. Zach Weichnick has been replaced by Jason Doyle, but Doyle, the former world champion, is out in the white helmet colour. So will this be spotted? We'll take you through the lineup nevertheless. It's Scott Nichols in red, gate number 1, gate 2 in white, but it should be yellow, Jason Doyle. Gate 3 in blue, it's Luke Becker, and gate 4 in white off the outside, it is Tobias Michalek. And the fans down in front are pointing out that Doyle is wearing the wrong helmet, and now the red lights are on, and it has been spotted. And now they're going to point out to Jason Doyle that he's got the wrong helmet on. Doyle won't believe it. And, we'll see what happens here. And it's just been announced 30 seconds is remaining. And Doyle's going to foot it back to the pits. But the tactical substitute for the Robins has come out without a helmet colour on, just in his white helmet, which ordinarily he would be for a scheduled ride. And he's going to bust to go back to the pits gate. Hopefully somebody will be there to give him a helmet. Well, he's left the circuit now. I'm not sure as the regulations, is that permitted this year or not? Doyle's now been had the yellow helmet put on his head. Now he left the circuit by about 5 yards, but red lights are continuing to flash from referee Dave Waters, as Doyle has now got the correct helmet colour on. That certainly took longer than 30 seconds, surely. Now the red lights have gone off, and seemingly we're good to go. Well, in some ways I'm glad that has been able to be resolved, but Wolves fans no doubt are having a moan about things. Here we go then, heat number 12. Takes fly away they go. Doyle with a reasonable start, but Nichols has made a good one from the inside, forces Doyle aside. Here comes Michalek around the outside, and the pole once again taking it up. Scott Nichols in second, Doyle in third, although Doyle will throw it at Scott Nichols. Luke Becker this time missing out, he's at the back. So the experience of Scott Nichols cancelling away from the line, trying to ride down low to hunt down Michalek, who's in fine form here this evening. Doyle, after the error, coming out in the wrong helmet, in third and unable to get to Scott Nichols. Down the back straight they go. This will shave a couple of points off the deficit. Meantime, Luke Becker's got Doyle in his sights. Doyle went slightly wide on the second corner there. Luke Becker trying to hunt him down. Doyle with no pace whatsoever. The young American tried on his tail. Meantime, Nichols is still going after the man out front, Michalek, as Becker has another nibble at the former world champion. Round they come. Michalek makes it 3 wins out of 4. They're on the run to the flag. Becker just misses out. Some good action. The Robins take a 4-2, and Doyle will head back to the pits quickly because he's back out in heat 13 for a scheduled ride. And well, 4 points between the sides with 3 to go. Jason Doyle tonight just doesn't appear to have the pace. Pay win his first outing, but since then has struggled. Michalek finally remembered in these parts. Good stuff from him, and that's his third victory this evening. So Tobias Michalek, good stuff from him. Scott Nichols home for second. Third went to Jason Doyle, a 4-2 to the visitors, and the score moves on. 38 to the Paris International Walls, 34 to the Swindon Robins. We have 3 riders at the tapes for heat number 13. Big race this is in the context of the tie. We're awaiting Jason Doyle, who's just getting some last-minute adjustments over on the second corner. Perhaps a change of machine for Doyle, who struggled for pace here this evening. When he will arrive, Doyle will line up in gate 1. Next to him, gate 2, Sam Masters. He's only got 30 seconds, he's got to be quick. It's Troy Batchelor in yellow, gate number 3, and off the outside in blue, it is Rory Schleyer. So it will be an all-Australian race. That is if Jason Doyle can make his way around. It's only got about 10 seconds, but I'm sure Dave Waters will give him the benefit of the doubt, providing he doesn't get to the start line and start gardening or anything like that. He'll need to be good to go as soon as he arrives. So 38.34 with 3 to go. Swindon will be looking to a maximum here from there to Australians. Wolves will be looking for at least a shared race from theirs. So as you might expect, they are taking the time. It's all well and good shouting 30 seconds remaining, but then allowing another 30 seconds once the riders get towards the tapes. So they're finally ready for Heat 13, crucial race. Takes fly where they go. Pretty level start, and it's Sam Masters who makes a lovely one off gate number 2. Masters makes the gate for the first time tonight. Here comes Troy Batchelor trying to come to the outside of him. Much competitive action into the top corner. Batchelor throwing it around the outside of Masters, and George trying to come through on his inside. Here comes Doyle throwing the inside of Sam Masters, and he's been beaten up there by the Swindon pair. And Swindon in a 1 and 2 situation, and this will level up the scores. They can bring this home. They took a 5-1 in the first race of the night, and on their way here in Heat 13, we said it would be a big race. And Troy Batchelor and Jason Doyle doing the job here in Heat 13. So Troy Batchelor's been in fine form tonight. Just a 1 drop point to a Wolves man. Sam Masters has struggled for pace. Made a lovely start. Obviously the machine mate set up to make a start because he's been unable to hold on to his position. And Swindon, Batchelor and Doyle will combine here in a big 5-1 for the Robins, Heat 13. Fine stuff from them. Troy Batchelor's in fine form here this evening. Jason Doyle home for second. Disappointment for Sam Masters, he's home for third. No lots of honour. They're all heading back to the pits. And well, this meeting is all tied with just 2 to go. The win goes to Troy Batchelor. Second man home, Jason Doyle. Third was Sam Masters, a 5-1 to the visitors. And after 13 heats, it's all square. It's 39 points apiece. Massive Heat 14 then at the line. A couple of changes with Luke Becker coming out to replace Ash Morris here. So Luke Becker will line up in the blue hammer colour, gate number 1. Gate 2 in white for the Robins is David Lampart. Gate 3 in red it will be Scott Nichols, and off the outside in yellow is the hard charging James Shanes. So all credit to Swindon, the heat leaders tonight. Michelek and Batchelor in fine fettle, and Doyle came up chumps there in heat number 13. Can the Wolves pair combine here to take some of the pressure off ahead of the last race of the night? Here we go. Oh, the wind blows there ahead of heat 14. Here we go. Takes fly where they go, and Lampart's made a lovely start. The Robins off gate number 2. The Robins man, the pole makes a great start, and Nichols and Becker chasing hard. Becker on the inside, Nichols on the outside. To the park corner they go. Lampart's gone much too wide there, and can Becker come through on his inside? Holds a competitive action. Heat number 14, Lou Becker keeping it down low. He'll put the pole under pressure. He'll throw it into the top corner. That's a lovely inside pass from the young American. Lampart taken by surprise. All credit to it, trying to battle back, and here comes Nichols on his inside as well. Absolutely nothing between them. Nichols out of shape. Lampart looking to respond. Nichols on one wheel. Down the back straight they go. Fabulous action, heat 14. Becker and Nichols, and now Lampart's out of shape, and Lampart's gone down. The pole's torrid night continues. It hits the deck. The red lights are on from Dave Waters, but that surely will be an awarded race. It's a shame for the race to conclude, because Becker and Nichols battling their way through. And we'll await the word from Dave Waters, but I suspect that that will be an awarded race, and the Wolves will take a massive 5-1 there.
out the official win on this one, of course.
Brilliant action there. David Lampart mugged by both Wolves boys on his inside and too hot into the top corner, and Lampart hitting the deck. But good to see that the pole is okay, and the word is it is an awarded race. So an awarded race with the victory going the way of Luke Becker. Second man home was Scott Nichols. Third spot awarded to James Shanes at 5-1, and with one race remaining the score moves on 44 to the Paris International Wolves, 40 to the Swindon Robins. Final action of the night here at Monmore, and it is a last seat decider. Swindon Robins requiring a 5-1 maximum from their two high-flying heat leaders, Tobias Michelet and Troy Batchelor, getting the nod, unsurprisingly. The full lineup for Heat 15 sees going in the red helmet colour. Gate number 1, it is Scott Nichols. Gate 2 in white, it is Troy Batchelor. Gate 3 in blue, Rory Schlein, and off the outside in yellow, it is Tobias Michelet. Swindon, as we say, need a 5-1 here, but their two heat leaders have been in brilliant form tonight, just one drop point each. The Wolves need to make gates 1 and 3 count, which you might expect. Riders taking their time. Scott Nichols, the last man to settle down for this vital Heat 15. Takes fire where they go. Brilliant start from run off gate number 2. Troy Batchelor, and Nichols has made a lovely one from the inside as well. Batchelor will swing it right around the outside of it. Batchelor takes it up. Michelet missed out, he's in third, and he needs to get ahead of Scott Nichols here. Nichols on one wheel, out of shape. Schlein at the back for the Wolves. This will do for the Wolves, but Michelet will put Nichols under pressure for the entire duration of the race. Out front, it's Troy Batchelor. Nichols makes a mistake there. Michelet on one wheel. Nichols trying to get the grip, get the drive. Michelet's putting him under immense pressure here. Can the Wolves man of many, many years of experience bring this home? Just over a lap to go. Nichols locks up there. Michelet on one wheel. Almost runs on the side of Scott Nichols. Nichols, I don't think, quite has the pace, but can Michelet put the bike in the right place? Batchelor will round off a brilliant night. He'll take the victory, but Scott Nichols can be the hero and bring this home for the Paris International Wolves. Off the final corner, Nichols does enough, and the Wolves win by 2. Well, a dramatic heat number 15. Batchelor wins it, but Michelet unfortunately wasn't able to find a way past Scott Nichols, despite a couple of mistakes from the Wolves man. Batchelor's turned in his best performance ever at Monmore tonight. He celebrates with a wheelie, but it's not quite enough for the Swindon Robins, who missed out just in the last race. Double wheelies down the home straight from Michelet and from Scott Nichols. But the Wolves man, all of his years of experience came into play there, because he was under immense pressure throughout the duration of the race. Some brilliant action in heat number 15, but it is the Paris International Wolves who are victorious here this evening. The win goes to Troy Batchelor, brilliant night from him. Second man home, Scott Nichols. Third spot, Tobias Michelet. A 4-2 in the last of the visitors, and thus the final score, it finishes 46 to the Paris International Wolves, 44 to the Swindon Robins.
So a dramatic start to the Premiership campaign here at Monmore. The Wolves victorious by 46 points to 44. Let's quickly run through the individual point scorers. For the Wolves, Sam Masters scored 5+1, Kyle Howarth likewise 5+1. Scott Nichols scored 11+2, Rory Schlein scoring 11. The two reserves, Ashley Morris 3-1, Luke Becker a fantastic 11+1. For the Robins, Jason Dawes scored 9 and 2, Adam Ellis 6+1. Tobias Michelet scored 12, David Lampart failed to score. Troy Batchelor, their top scorer, with 14. The two reserves, Zach Weichnick 1 and James Shanes 2+1. So that all adds up to 46 to the Paris International Wolves, 44 to the Swindon Robins. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's production from Clean Cut Sports. Hope you could join us again next time, where it is the Bellevue Aces in town. From all of us here then, at Monmore Green, it's a very good bye.
And starts on the 80%, 90% of the race.